my life, it's that life is uncertain. Getting burned is unavoidable, isn't it? Ain't a person alive that hasn't been a victim of being lied to. We're all hypocrites, giving our 2 cents but not listening. All living in our own world, thinking that we're right when the fact of the matter is a closed mind is the mind of an idiot. Don't believe that's true, well, open it.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. You're coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down. Now it's the rookie from UCLA, Zach Charbonnet. Takes it to about the 37. You talk about this Giant defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And blocked down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. By a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley, sliding out of the pocket. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Giants at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a turn and a give to Barkley. Room here to run. And he gets this one just shy of 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. All the option left, it's Jones. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing, Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
To throw on second down is Smith. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Walker now at 1st and 10. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Smith. And this will be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Geno. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line. Geno now to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone. And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Hyatt there to grab it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here is 3rd and 5. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, here's Breida. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. He'll find Hodgins there, complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have regained the lead. Gano the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. Smith. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. Throwing now is Geno. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Smith. And he can't get away from the Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to get it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Back to throw. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Robinson's got it. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. He's got it. Touchdown. Jalen Hyatt in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
Miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Slot man moves right.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Jones flush to his right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting...
Oh, now meanwhile, contact downfield on the deep ball. Penalty flags come showering in.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd and 10.
Off play action. Jones. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Nice play call. A little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They run for it with Breida. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Gano's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a dump off here complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It's like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Jones now throwing on first down. That ball caught by Slayton. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
How about a little credit for Slayton there as he moves the chains? Whether he's starting, low on the depth chart, wherever he is, he just produces for the G-Men. Third 700-yard season in 4 years to begin his NFL career.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Jalen Hyatt,
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Gano now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Giants 27, Seahawks 7. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
here's Moore. He will return it.
Powering his way forward.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is Breida. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. Still fighting. He's still on his feet. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. After the interception, here's Smith. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Barkley, toss play left. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking it in the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop?
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now it's Lockett. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A run between the tackles with Breida. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now 2nd and 9. Now a toss right to Barkley. He will push his way down to about the 14. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now Jones. Hard throw, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Geno. And Walker with it over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Geno on first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Geno now to throw. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the gun on third down, Smith. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Off of play action. Here's Smith. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted.
Yeah. If I did it, then I did it right. Yeah. This ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you pop it, they don't wanna slice. Yeah. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. Better now than ever. Ain't no cracking under pressure. The boy's clever. If I did it, it was stellar. Nobody fresher. Stop complaining, man, my head hurts. These catchy records ain't nothing really but a walk in the park for me. Heard the catalog, you know I got some scars on me. Just getting started, you don't really wanna start with me. It's John Kill, I would sacrifice a heart in me for family, high roller. But you wouldn't know it by the way that I wrote up. Career lifespan looking good, it ain't slowing. One after another, man, I just keep going and going and going. Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. This ain't happened for me overnight. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price.
Here we go. Out, go. Hold, Rick.
Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. They looked up down with the big crowds, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, on me.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth when I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got the shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond and the run it back. Used to have a silver tooth when I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond and the rough. First order of biz, no snitch, and I try to keep it silent, but the kids don't listen. And birthday, got another hit, no flinch, and I tell them send a watch that I can fit, both wrists. She on the class trying to get a nigga. She think I'm a last cause I got a bad.
Jim! Alpha, go!
I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing they to say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. That hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh. I don't need much, a billy a do. Ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing they to say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and finish in business. I'm sitting in business. Just look at the ticket. A traveling man, I'm switching to pivot.